Thank you for joining me. Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you. And this is Maiyegun live. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré. Join me as you are joining. Invite your friends, invite your not friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today. This afternoon, I told you about the killings in Ezube, in Imo State. However, the governor of the state just came out to say, please sheath your sword, stop the killing, begging the soldiers he brought. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. This part. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn. So I'm going to open the line tonight. So we're going to receive a few calls, just to have your own contributions as well. However, tonight we are going to be touching on the Nigerian army. Guys, ladies, and gentlemen, you are welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Politico, where you are going to actually see it the way it is, listen to it and hear it the way it is, and then you can get on to make your own decisions afterward. Nigerian military are the new tactic. They are the new tactics they are going to use to build their Ruga. Listen, Nigerian military suddenly they have decided to start building military training centers. And the only place they can build those training centers will be in southern Nigeria. They have commissioned their own engineers where they have been given land in Enugu to build military base, military training ground. And as you all know that every military base in Nigeria is also the land of the Fulani terrorists that we have come to know so far. And what do I mean by that? Retired Commodore Kunle Olawumi told us, a retired member of NIA. Is that what they are called? NIA, National Intelligence Agency or something. The guy told us that over the years, they have seen that every Friday is praying ground for all the military formations all over Nigeria. It doesn't matter where that is. Where every Tom, Dick, and Harry will troop in because it's their land. Every Friday. And this makes it even more interesting because military base they want to build is not different from the Ruga that they are asking to build. Now, let me tell you the similarity. Their military will build training ground, they call it. So it will be out of reach for all civilians, okay? Whatever goes on inside there, you have no business there. So these Fulani terrorists will be resettled in those different camps, and automatically they have the military protection. So for some people who don't even know how desperate these criminals are on what they are pursuing and how desperate they are going to, how far they are ready to go. This time around, they are putting the final touches into what they have planned all along. The takeover of people's land by force. Now, what does that mean? What that simply means now is that even if you don't give your land, at least you are not going to say you can't give land to military or Nigeria military. So that would be pretty much like you declaring like a war on them already, which they have declared on you. Now they are building something in this area. Let me see. They call the place Igbo ATT community of Udi local government area in Enugu State. What is causing the problem in Imo State today is not IPOB. What is causing the problem right now is that Oples Uzotijo decided to allocate land after collecting over 8 billion naira, $150 million for land allocation for Ruga in Imo State. He decided to go to a particular part of the state, Izombe in the state. He went to the Izombe community where people protested and rejected the citation or the siting of Ruga in their community. So it simply means that people will need to vacate their own land because government want to use the land to resettle the Fulanis that are coming from Niger, from Chad, from is that Mauritania or Mauritius? Well, from all the Sahel as we speak, who are now everywhere in every part of Nigeria right now, committing different crimes that are not really punishable. So people who have to leave their community. So the people protested that they don't want any Fulani settlement in their area, and Oples Uzodijo decided to call the military. At least how much would it cost them? It's going to be free anyway. It's collected over 8 billion. All they needed was just to deliver the land. Bukwari's government said they will build it. They will build the place. They just want the land in hundreds of thousands of acres if they can get. Oples Uzodijo found this somewhere where the people are now being killed. He brought the soldiers. When the soldiers landed, they started shooting sporadically everywhere. Now, they killed people the moment they got into those communities to scare them away. The young people in that community then, mobilized themselves to face the soldiers who ran away. At the end of the day, they burned down one of the vehicles that the soldier brought after they have lost over 3 people who died that shouldn't die that day. Now, on coming back, the Nigerian army, the Nigerian soldiers sent there, invited by Oples Uzodijo, right? Went back into that community. And as you are watching this video, the damages they have caused in that community now, in 30 years, the head of that community said in 30 years, they will never recover. Over 80 houses were burned. People, family members escaped the onslaught. They are watching me right now. Some of them are watching me right now, people from the same communities. Now, when Oples Uzodijo visited, it decided, it was like, wow, this is unbelievable. The amount of people killed are yet to be ascertained now. And when he saw that, he started pleading with the soldiers he brought. Even though out there, the media is telling you, oh, it is the ESN and the Biafrans that are causing insecurity in the eastern Nigeria. So he's begging them now to please stop. This is too much. Meanwhile, those ones he invited, for your own information, okay, in Nigeria, the only person that can give the authorization to the military to go to anywhere, the only person that can give that order is no other person than the president of the country, which simply means that if anybody tells you that Bokwari is not aware of the carnage and the killings and all the destruction going on in eastern Nigeria or in any part of Nigeria as we speak right now, if anyone tells you that, please pay attention very well. You are speaking to somebody who doesn't care if you ended up dead anyway. So they can say, oh, he doesn't know. It does know. It knows that it's the only person who can send soldiers anywhere in Nigeria. And his soldiers have killed innocent people that they are going to label IPOB. And you, who are probably not from the eastern Nigeria, will believe them because, IPOB have been troublesome according to what they told you, right? So hopefully they will shift their sword as much as those in Anambra will try to do theirs too. You see, the same hopeless Uzodijo is their gateway into the heartland of Igbo land. And all the atrocities they are committing right now with his partner from Ebonyi, Devulumayi from Ebonyi. Now, it is the same hopeless Uzodijo and his gang who are unleashing the same terror in Anambra State. As we speak today, yeah, it is complete disaster in Anambra. I don't know what they want you to believe, but I'll try my best to let you see the little picture of what it is. As you are watching this video today, the politicians in Anambra themselves, they know that they have unknown gunmen everywhere who are actually the political assassins that these guys are funding and promoting anyway. So as you are watching this video, the Labour Party governorship candidate of, the Labour Party governorship candidate in Anambra was kidnapped. I'm not sure if they have even freed him till today, right? And those who kidnapped him are indeed acknowledged as those from their political criminal gang too. Now, not just that, they have done so much that Hopeless Uzodijo, having found a very easy people to actually put the blame on the IPOB, right? Went further into Anambra. And as you are watching now, you know, those who are contesting to run for election in Anambra State, they are in Lagos State campaigning. But guess what? Everywhere people have the opportunity to see these guys, they don't fail to tell them that, listen, if you want to be governor, you should go back to Anambra and contest. And campaign there, not in Lagos. But if you stay in Lagos, yeah, just know one thing, IPOB members are everywhere. And they actually gave it to this guy. His name is Ifeanyi Uba. Ifeanyi Uba. Let me see if I found that video, which happened at Alaba in Lagos State today. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is to tell you that the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria, which we have analyzed many times, did not just start today. It is a long plan that Bukwari's government has been waiting for an opportunity to complete what he couldn't complete after the Asaba massacre, during the genocide they called the Civil War, right? The job he couldn't finish, then he's been waiting for it all his life to have the opportunity. What's that job? To wipe the Igbos. According to him, he has the capacity to wipe the Igbos out of the map of Nigeria. And then, now this is democracy. It's not just going to go in. They have to create the chaos. They have to create the problems that will eventually give them the access to do what they would love to do. Massacre them, kill them, burn their properties, and do as much as they can. Well, as much as time allows. He's always been wanting that. Then he met those greedy criminals called governors in Igbo land who don't really care as long as their own feeding bottle, which is Nigeria location, doesn't cease or never stop coming. As long as they can always get the privilege they enjoy, well, if that is the long dream of Bukwari, he is welcome. So they gave him the license to kill the Igbos, as you are watching this video, yeah? So now the chaos they have created in Igbo land all started from a very, very well-planned second genocide. So it was an opportunity, and they have it now. So what they are doing in Anambra State is, since they got the Imo the way they got the Imo, they're going to get the Anambra the same way they got Imo, okay? And after that, they are going to eventually encircle the entire Igbo land using the same rigged political system to now say, well, we want to see who is now going to stand up against the Fulanis, as all of you want to make, you want to believe. And if you dare try anything, you will be shot and killed. Now, to make it work, they started with water resources bill. Water resources bill that gives them control over all the waterways in Nigeria, okay, everywhere. Fulani North have no water, no real water, okay, to access the world. So with Nigeria, they can have access to the entire world using the structures of other region by controlling those the structures, the land, the everything, right? So water resources bill that gives them 6 kilometers of land. You measure it from the water bank, river bank or water bank, You measure it from there, then you measure 6 kilometers belong to the Fulani government of Nigeria. Effort to bring their Fulani and their cows towards your, just next to your sea. And another thing they wanted to do was just to, gazette them. Once they gazette those things, and they become part of your unwritten and then criminal laws, then they will just give them local government areas. 6 kilometers of land is more than some towns or villages in so many parts of Nigeria. So the Fulanis you don't want, your governors are going to collect money. They are going to give the land to the military, and the military will come in and they will say they are building training centers. Remember, these guys came with a cattle colony. People rejected that. They came with a rural grazing area. People rejected that, which is the Aruga. Then they came with a national livestock, blah, 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 blah. People rejected that too. Now they are coming with military training camp to be opened in Igbo land. At the same time, Igbo governor is working with the military, killing Igbo people on their own land because he collected money to what? To help the Bokwaris government resettle the Fulani from God knows where. Because this is where you are going to know that no matter how much they try to blackmail you, that's what they do. When you say Fulani, 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 there are Fulanis in Nigeria. They have been in Nigeria since 1806. Since Uthman Danfodio, the first terrorist to kill the leadership of a place and replace them with his own trusted people who now impose his own way of life on them. So since the first Uthman Danfodio, the first terrorist in history of Nigeria, took over northern Nigeria, and then they intermarried with the Hausas, and the Hausas. So when you see Hausa, when you see a Fulani man, you will see a Hausa woman as his wife, and you see like Hausa women, maybe 3, 4 as his wife. So when they give birth, right? So that child will come out and tell you, I am Hausa Fulani, but they have been around and they know where they belong to. Now look around you today. The ones who are killing people everywhere in Nigeria, where are they from? Didn't they have land that Uthman Danfodio conquered for them for so long that they can say this is where we belong to, right? Of course, those ones they sent out those ones they want to claim land for are their cousins. They have been stealing your money to feed in Niger Republic and try their best to at least make them a little bit better than yourself, where they have electricity and you don't. Because I don't think Fulani from Sokoto are the ones who are now, of Fulani from Zamfara, are the one who wants land in Yoruba land. Fulani from Gombe, or Fulani from Borno, or Fulani from anywhere in northern Nigeria, they must have been coming from a place. What happened to where they are coming from? Why should they now be resettled elsewhere? And people living in those areas have to vacate. What happened to them? Nobody cares. People just collect the money and say, come, there's nothing bad in that. We can build ranches for them. And people say, okay, if the Fulanis that you want to give land to in Ogun State, or Fulanis you want to give land to in Enugu or Ebonyi or Imo, or anywhere they are claiming that they want land, or else we will never have peace. If these Fulanis are Nigerians, what happened to where they are coming from? And didn't they have some state that they grew up in before they decided that they want to go and live elsewhere? Why should other people now have to die because Buhari want to relocate them? Does that make any sense to you? It never make any sense to me. So if anybody now want to try to blackmail you, making you think that talking about this makes you hate Fulani, no, you don't. Because the Fulani is in Nigeria. Those who know that they are Fulanis in Nigeria, they are not the ones carrying AK-47 and killing people in Ebonyi. They are not. And if they are the ones who are killing people in Ebonyi, then that is wrong. Right? You know why it is wrong? Why should the Fulani from Zamfara be killing people in Ebonyi State? At least they are coming from somewhere. If they are Nigerians, they are coming from somewhere. What happened to where they are coming from? Can the Ebonyi people go to Sokoto and start killing people in Sokoto because they wanted their spare parts land, or they want land to build spare parts? Can they? So when politicians try to blackmail you, to make you think you are overreacting, there's nothing wrong in trying to relocate them. What they are trying to tell you is that accept the killers because they have killed so many people. Let's just stop them from killing. Therefore, let's give them what they want. But can you then say the region with over 70% of the land in Nigeria, landmass in Nigeria, have no place for the people there except where people have less than 28% of the land? That is the injustice that is causing the killings. The injustice that those who are southern politicians are telling people to manage. You are just trying to make to blow Nigeria up. People, the indigenous people, didn't ask for war. They were living in their peaceful communities. These killers, they walked into them and they killed and killed until they make those communities like empty as we speak. Thousands of the communities in Nigeria, both in the north and the southern Nigeria, have now been emptied by these terrorists. So if you continue to ask yourself that, what is the justification behind all this? Will give you land, we won't give you land, all this hiding behind different form of a deceit, just because you want to give land to who? When we were in Glasgow, when we were at the Just Square, where we had our rally a few days ago, a young man approached me and he said, he gave me his name and he is from Borno. He said, I'm from Borno. I have been following you way back in Nigeria. And I'll tell you my story. You see, everything that all of you are doing and saying about what is going on in northern Nigeria, especially you, Maiyegun, they are so true, but you don't even have the full story yet, Maiyegun. I will give you the full story. 9 years ago, when I first encountered the attack of the Boko Haram, we were in a church in Borno, he said, when they came. And by the special grace of God, he escaped. He was very young, he said. And that was how they found themselves in Lagos. From Lagos, that was how he found his way to the United Kingdom. And the fact that he managed to, he also moved to Glasgow. He's been dying to say, I want to see you. There are many, many other people who want to see you. And when I say meet you or see you, this is an open place. We can always meet anytime because we want to tell you the real story. We'll give you the names. He said, my own childhood friend, right? A son of a very rich man in Borno, right? Left home for school and they dropped him at a park. He was going to school. And the moment the driver turned back and went home, the guy just dragged his box and he disappeared. They declared him missing. Just 2-3 years later, he came back to that same community to attack them. He was a member, he's now a member of Boko Haram. But he was killed 2 years after, just 2 years after he joined to come and attack them. That same period he was killed. And he said, sir, you see all the Boko Haram boys, all these terrorists you have in northern Nigeria, yeah? It is religion. You have said it all, sir. It is religion, Maiyegun. I will tell you, if you know how many indigenous people they have killed, Christians and those who they don't believe that they are serving true Islam, that they have killed, that Nigerians don't even have a clue for years, and they continue to kill them. That, sir, it is religion. It is jihad. I will give you names, sir. And when you mention those names, those who are going to watch your video, they will know you know what you are talking about. A young man who came to me, for the criminal parts of those who always wanted us to manage and stay with our killers. They said, live with your killer. Learn how to live peacefully with your killers. Don't hate people. Don't do that. We are asking questions. That's not hating them. They kidnapped my own family member. They collected 3 million ransom from my family. Just this week. So if in that same country, a terrorist who in Yoruba land says he has the map of the entire routes, all the routes from Oshogbo to Ibadan, from Ibadan to Shagamu, that is in Ogun State. That they're just looking at us, making mouths, running our mouth. And in that same country, the same government declared Oloye Sunday Igboho wanted for asking the Yorubas to go after them on those routes. He went after them many times. And let me tell you something, the story is never great on their side. Igboho was helping to push back. And they told us to kill him. Let's kill him. And you see all these Lagos Abobakus, these born to suffer, suffering and smiling crumb eaters. They say, yes, he should be killed. Meanwhile, many of them have witnessed their family members or the people they know who have been caught up in this whole insecurity mess. But because of the bubble they live in, yeah, let us blame someone else. So in that same country, they declared Igboho wanted for going after the terrorists. Now, the terrorists have nobody coming after them now. Do you know that? In Yoruba land, you're on your own. Amotekun themselves, they themselves are looking for protection to protect themselves from the terrorists. So how can they protect you? It is that bad. And the genesis of it all is that people hate Buhari. And we ask, is it because people don't like Buhari that make Buhari to be borrowing money and the same money they are looting and stealing? Is it because people don't like Buhari that makes him to be releasing terrorists? Or is it because people don't like Buhari? That is why your Naira is crashing. Oh, that's why you don't have electricity. That is why your hospitals don't work. That is why your roads are terrible. That is why your schools are all dilapidated and to terrible state, I would say. Education. Is it because people don't like him or because he doesn't like you? Have you ever tried to ask that question? Like, if you say people are, the reason why Nigeria is what it is because people don't like Buhari. And that is not working, yeah? How about you ask yourself that, what if it is Buhari that doesn't like you? Who will love you and like you? And then watch terrorists slaughter you. Watch you being hunted like animals, to be picked up like animals by these terrorists, yeah? Who will then put your family through the worst trauma you can ever imagine. You can't even wish it on your enemies, yeah? Which kind of government or president will say, oh, I love my country so much, will watch children in captivity of their kidnappers for months, children who are as young as 5 years old, who, if you think it's because people don't like Buhari, have you asked yourself that, what if it's the other way around? And if you ask me, I'm going to say it is the other way around. Isn't it obvious? Isn't it obvious? In Lagos.
I can see the arrival of Ifeanyi Oba, who is contesting for the governorship of Anambra State, but men are saying Ori Nnamdi Kanu no. As you can hear, they are saying no election in Anambra State. Alaba is never live and direct. You are watching us live in Alaba International Market, live now and direct. It's like people are shouting, Ori Nnamdi Kanu no. Alaba is reporting live from electronic station, Alaba International Market. Thank you very much.
Holy Nnamdi Kanu is another city. Savior, holy, holy, holy. That's it. That's it. You can try to suppress people. Listen, when they know what is going on, when some of you will say, all of you are just shouting on social media. Who are those people watching the shouts on social media? Are they ghosts? They are those people who are obeying the sit at home. They are those people who are demanding for Nnamdi Kanu's release. They are those who are telling you there will be no election in Anambra, there will be no election in Biafra land until you discuss Biafra. None of them really cares. I'm talking about these criminals. If you want to know those who really care, apart from what the situation is in Nigeria now, I would have expected some of these guys, the Eastern lawmakers, the Southern lawmakers, someone to just at least steer the whole water inside their National Assembly and submit a bill that will say Nigerian constitution is illegal and therefore it must be its use must be discontinued. Nigeria should declare a 90 days for people to come together and then submit their own memorandum of inclusion, or whatever you want to say, memorandum of association, memorandum of state or union, call it whatever. Let everybody from every part of Nigeria tell you if they still want to be part of Nigeria. Let somebody start something. These guys believe that they cannot be challenged, and it doesn't seem that they will be challenged, right? As they have dragged everybody into this level. It's not just those, it's not just Ifeanyi Uba that is campaigning in Lagos. Others too. They've shifted their campaign from Anambra to Lagos. That's how terrible Nigeria has become. So they are in Lagos. Everybody is trying to stay safe after they have created the monster that has now sent most of them out of town. Not just that, the governor of the state himself in Anambra, he himself is under serious fire. They have threatened his state with a state of emergency, courtesy of the Supreme Court governor of Imo, Hopeless Uzodinjo, and his very good friend, Malamu, the Attorney General of Nigeria. So they have threatened him. So he rushed to Abuja to go and see Bukwari. And when he got there, they did the spirit decor, and he said, no, I'm not declaring a state of emergency. Rather, I'm going to take your deputy. I'm not going to declare a state of emergency. No, we're not. You are done for. The election is concluded. You know, don't disturb yourself. Andy Uba is going to be the next governor. It's going to be declared. The military are already there doing the job to chase everybody out. So there's not going to be any election, of course. And meanwhile, IPOB said there should be no election. So don't worry yourself. We'll take what we can take from you. Then we'll discard you. So Obaino is on his own now, and he's asking the Anambra people to please save Apga for him and save his ass when he abandoned the real reason why he became governor. Because the founder of Apga was somebody who went to war with Nigeria to ensure that the Biafrans hold their head high everywhere they go to. That's the founder of Apga. But for years, Obaino even got to a stage whereby he was given the Miyetti Allah political appointment in his government. Yeah, he said I have Miyetti Allah in my government to satisfy the Fulanis that are hunting down the Biafrans. Now the day of reckoning has come. He's asking the people to please don't abandon Ojuku's dream, don't abandon the Biafran dream, don't do this. But it won't even mention Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, I mean, is it today? Yeah, today. He was also leading a campaign. Why is deputy already picking up another flag in Abuja? Right? He was leading a campaign. But before the campaign, he said they should, if anybody can give him the location and information that can lead to the arrest and all of that of the unknown gunmen, yeah, that was going to give them 20 million naira. Bros, today, when the unknown gunman came to his rally, where he's doing campaign, he was the first to pick race. I'm sorry I didn't have that video. I would have shared that with you. He was the first to pick race. He ran like somebody who was like a thief. That's him, or the governor of Anambra State. He knows what's up. He knows what is going on, right? However, all of this, he also said, this is the handiwork of all the political desperados. Who are the political desperados? Some of them are in Lagos. Now only him remain for house. And they are counting days for him. So when people say don't participate in their charm election, they call it validation. If you go there, you see those guys dancing in Lagos, they don't care. They're going to declare them winner. Yeah, they're going to declare him. And then they are going to say, but you voted, or didn't you? And you say, but I didn't vote for him. Well, did you vote for Hopeless Uzodinjo? You didn't vote for Hopeless Uzodinjo. Is your governor in Imo State today? Abi? And look at what atrocity is committed. So until everybody realizes that the situation you are in, it's not even about you being IPOB member or not. There is already a master plan to obliterate the people of Eastern Nigeria, make it chaotic enough that they can start a civil war. And if you look at everything very well, you can see that most of these things don't make sense. Provocation of the people to fight back. And when people fight back, they receive more death and death. That's exactly what they did in Ezombe and Olu. The people who have no guns are gunned down by the Nigerian military, who are so good. They said they were looting people's houses. Can you believe that? Criminals. Nigerian soldiers were looting people's properties and they are burning them. Over 80 houses burnt. Looking for what? Because people said they don't want a Fulani settlement in their area and you can't grab their land just like that. The same thing happened in Ogun State when this community in Ogun State, in Yewa local government area in Ogun State, where they resisted the Fulanis and their cows. And I'm talking about real resistance. They pushed them back only for Nigerian soldiers from, what do they call it? Oloson Barrack or something, in Abeokuta, Alamala Barrack or something like that, in Abeokuta. Yoruba soldiers, they moved down there. They beat these people up. They were picking them one by one. Guess who are those who are pointing at those they should beat? The Fulanis that the people rejected from grazing on their farms, destroying their farms. They were the ones who were pointing at that one. They were going, soldiers were going from house to house. Old men, old people, they brought them out. They beat them up. They had all the marks on their back. That's how terrible it is. So now the same military are now going to start building training camp. So if they get away with the one they said they want to build in Enugu, you should ask your governor in Enugu who gave them the land. And where is the land? They said the place is, where's that again? They said the place is at Igbo, Etiti community of Udi local government area of Enugu State. That is where they are building their the disguised Ruga, and they call it military training camp. They have already, they are campaigning, they are doing what they call the Golden Dawn in Eastern Nigeria right now, where they are killing innocent people. You see, the reason why I keep telling you and I keep hammering on these killings is because you see those who they have killed today. Maybe some of them are even like regular followers of Maiyegun's diary. If you are watching me right now from Biafra land, and you probably don't identify as IPOB, yes, they may tell you that those they are killing are IPOB until they kill somebody very close to you, and you'll be like, no, he's not. They are not killing IPOB. They are killing the Igbos. All it takes is just for them to just say, he's IPOB member, and that's it. And that can be you. Many people are missing today. They've never attended IPOB meeting ever. So it's not about IPOB. So when you go out there and you start saying, hey, they deserve it, IPOB is losing its relevance, IPOB is this and that, what you are trying to do is that you are hiding something that only if you know that thing is going to kill you, you will never hide it the way you are pretending and living in denial of it. Because if you look critically, the demand of IPOB, as as ferocious as they are, as everywhere as they are, on social media and off social media, everywhere as they are never violent, ever. So many of you have been waiting and following the narratives of the criminals who told you that the reason why they have to kill them was because they don't want them to become another Boko Haram. IPOB started ESN. They called it Eastern Security Network. Do you know that memo that started Eastern Security Network was one of the things that Nnamdi Kanu gave to them in Enugu when they met with him before they decided to kill him? He said, we need to protect our people against what is coming. We need to harm those who are going to protect our people. We need security in Igbo land. These people have compromised. First thing first, you can only have peace if you have security. So let us fund this and that. This is the template. If we have volunteers, young, brilliant, smart Igbo, young men and women who are ready to sacrifice and defend this land, what is coming is bigger than all this sharing, all these things you guys are promising. They said it should slow down, that they will do it. It gave them the idea. They didn't do anything. And when they started the ESN, you all saw it too. Even when they were going after these terrorists in the forest, you saw that they are never in any way, anywhere in town. You know it. But suddenly, immediately ESN happened. Unknown gunmen started. Is that a coincidence? Of course it's not coincidence. ESN started, it was meant to be started by the governors of Igbo land when Nnamdi Kanu told them about it. They believe they can use this same political nonsense to bury it and buy him out. He went ahead and people volunteered only for them to feel like they are not in control of it. You remember when this Masop guy, what's that guy's name again? Nwazurike. When Nwazurike said, the Igbo governors, the Igbo political leaders, they must take over the control of ESN from Nnamdi Kanu. Because if Nnamdi Kanu decided that he wants to use the ESN to fight the Igbo politicians, it is over. Now, he hasn't even decided to use the ESN to fight them. He is using the ESN to chase after the Fulani terrorists. Guess what? The Igbo governors, led by Devulumayi, they came together. They said, no, ESN is outlawed. ESN is blah, 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 blah. They don't have our blessing. We're going to start our own. We're going to call it Ebubeagu. Ebubeagu, Ebube lizard, Ebube what? Only for Ebubeagu to be going after IPOB members in Igbo land. As you are watching this video right now, it's not just the Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian police, Nigeria DSS, NIA, DSA, wherever all those names they give to themselves. They are not the only people looking for IPOB or Igbo people everywhere. No. Ebubeagu, Ebube lizard is now acting as the informant. Listen. IPOB is not a secret society. It's not a court. I mean, it's not a it's not a court organization, and it's not a terrorist organization. Everybody know themselves. It's like the olden days when we're doing OPC, Odua People's Congress. You could tell, oh, that my uncle there is an OPC member. That mama there is an OPC member. This person is OPC. You know what I'm talking about? That's exactly what IPOB. People are there. What is the full meaning of IPOB? Indigenous people of Biafra. Now, it's easier for me, if I am a Ebubeagu, to actually know 1 or 2, 3 people over the years that I know definitely, and for Biafran struggle and all of that. They know they are peaceful. They know they are not harmful. They're never going to cause any havoc. They know. So Ebubeagu are now informants. Those are the ones that now take soldiers into people's homes where they shot and kill innocent people. And they'll say they have arrested ESN informants. Oh, we have arrested IPOB arms dealer. Oh, we have arrested this and that. Because There is no arms dealer. There is no informant. There is no nothing. It's just a pure hunting of innocent people and find something to cling on them. One way came out the other day and he said he's a member of ESN, and then they kidnapped a girl from a place, and because they wanted, whenever they want to go for operation, they will have to kidnap people and kill them and bath with blood, and then they will go out and do the unknown gunmen. And they're like, okay, slow down. How many people have you kidnapped since you joined the ESN, and you have been bathing with blood? He said he's kidnapped about 4 people. Do you remember where and where? He couldn't say. And when he finally mentioned 1 or 2 places, there were no kids missing there. No kid, nobody missing. But it's because of the script they normally write. Same script they write when they went into Oloye Sunday Igboho's house. And they would have said unknown gunmen killed Igboho. But because they didn't succeed, they decided to kidnap 12 people after killing 2 at the gun Afar in that house. Then they decided to read the long speech of why they went to Igboho's house when there was no single court summon or single court order that gave them the permission to do that. No warrant, no search warrant or anything. Just the same Gestapo murderous style. Stories that doesn't match. Innocent people being picked up and tortured, beaten up and even killed to rope themselves in while on the ground. All those things are needed to further pumping soldiers, pumping military, pumping other artilleries into that region so that they can eventually, by the time all of you realize that this is actually a state of emergency in entire eastern Nigeria, by the time you realize it, there would have been so many body counts. So if you have no idea and you think they are looking for ESN, they are looking for IPOB, then you are still living in that Yolala world. So for those who are the political class, playing all this chess game and the rest, tell them they too themselves are never going to be spared. They will run away from the land. They will run away. They will run far away from the places where they think they have their people. They will run. Just like many of these politicians from the northern Nigeria are running. Many of them don't go back to their constituencies anymore. They stay back in Abuja where they believe they feel safe. Even the Abuja is not safe. Many of them will run out of Nigeria and leave many of you there. Even with everything they think they have, with the power and all of, they will have to run away. That's the point Boko Haram is taking Nigeria to. I'm going to open my line in about 10 minutes. There's something I want to share here. Online, people were discussing, about who should be their next president. And they said TINUBU or Peter Obi. Yeah. I personally, and this is for no sentiment reason, okay, because it's the right thing to do. For 60, how many years now? 61 years of Nigeria, yeah. There's never been any time that the Eastern Nigeria is allowed to produce the president of Nigeria. And listen, right? We all know why. And we all know why they would never want them to. I caught up with this conversation online where they were talking about how did this guy make their money? Pandora paper said Peter Obi kept some money in some financial safe haven somewhere so as to avoid paying tax in Nigeria. So Peter Obi came and he said, okay, guys, listen. Before I became governor of Anambra State, I was a member of the, what do you call it? But I was a member of board of director and of so many companies and so many businesses, which are verified, by the way. And he said, I am chairman of about 3 new generation banks in Nigeria as one of the highest shareholder. And he said, my investments are not just in Nigeria, right? Before I ventured and came to Nigeria politics, I was, probably still is, the number one distributor of that in Nigeria that are verifiable. If you are the number one distributor of this or that, that could make you a lot of money. So he managed to explain his money. Not many people were impressed. Oh, why then do you have to keep the money away? Why can't you bring it to Nigeria for Nigeria to pay tax on it? It was like, but I do pay tax in Nigeria. I pay a tax of over 500 million naira on all of my earnings in Nigeria every year, and there are receipts for it. So if you go there and you didn't confirm that, then you can then come back and blame me. Why didn't I bring every other of my money back so Nigeria can tax it? Guess those who are asking those questions, they are the TINUBU ass lickers. They said TINUBU's businesses are in Nigeria. So TINUBU is employing Nigerians. And therefore, TINUBU is paying tax in Nigeria, but nobody can say this is exactly how much TINUBU is paying. Nobody can say this is exactly what TINUBU's business is. And if you want to do us a justice, what was his business before 1999? TINUBU was board of director of what's it they call him? Shell. Shell have all these things that all this profile they normally put together, all this bogus fraud. TINUBU was top of Shell board of director. TINUBU was working with this international blah 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 blah. But he never owned the businesses, so he was never a rich man before he joined your politics. He was just an average man. If you will say, but they said, no, but you know, even if you don't remember everything, did you forget about Bobo Chicago? Bobo Chicago, the drug deal that nailed the same one now called Ahmed Bola TINUBU. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why, no, he didn't have money. Listen, I wasn't too young in 1999 when Benga Daniel gave him his car, the car that drove him to the venue of his inauguration, including those who, and in fact, the way he became the governorship candidate of AD, the game, it's a long thing, by the way. So he was never a rich guy. But he has his own private jets now after being governor of Lagos, yeah? And they ask, where do you make your money? From bullion van. You no get job, Agbero no be work. Okay? Just like some of you are now going to say MC Olueron is your mentor. People say this is our mentor. If you say our mentor, since MC Olueron is your mentor, Agbero no be work. Oh. Are you with me? Agbero is called hustling. And what you call hustling abroad, if this, are you trying to hustle me? It means that you wanted to take something from me by force, or you wanted to cheat me of something, and all of that. That's the work of MC Olueron and co. But they have money, free money, just like TINUBU, their senior chief. Guys, let me tell you something, right? Would you believe it that TINUBU and gang, I don't know what they are up to today. They reported about 5 different videos where I actually treated TINUBU correct, like this. It's like one of them just sat down and he started reporting them. And they are members of TV Continental, TVC. They said I should delete all the videos because there are 2 minutes, 1 minute where TINUBU said something. You know me, I like to quote them. If you want to say, where did TINUBU say that? Maiyegun, de berolong, igba oni TINUBU sobe. You know, igba olo shibajo sobe. You know me, I will share video. I will say, oh yeah, listen, now waiting talk with this. So TVC started reporting my video. They said, you need to delete the videos. I said, okay, that's fine. I'm going to delete your TINUBU where your own video says something about TINUBU, right? I'm going to delete that. But I'm going to keep the rest of my videos because at least I spend a lot of hours talking in my videos anyway. Sorry, guys. I'm beginning to feel warm in my head. It's so warm. I'm not so used to cap and all of that. I'm beginning to feel like it's too warm. So yeah, these guys are following. They are reading. They say, now shout with a shout. Oh boy. Now shout with a shout. But no joke. They feel it and they are feeling it and they want us to stop talking. Since I don't belong to that category of those, they can easily say, hey, call that boy, tell him you're giving money. since I don't belong to that category, yeah, what they will do then is what? Oh, let's shut them down. Let's do what we can do to shut him down. But can they really shut us down? Can they? So TINUBU and gang are gearing up for their 2023 as usual. And when they said their swagger, I have told you that when they say swagger, you know that means Southwest agenda. Sure, you know, Sha? They call it Southwest agenda. Swagger. When they say it is the turn of the South to produce presidents, no be South they ask, oh. No, it's a copyright law for YouTube. Because I use their video, you know, when I share video with you guys, you don't know the risk I'm taking. It's a risk that could make me not come back here. But I need to tell you what I see. I need to share what I see. Exactly. So that you can see where I'm coming from when I make my position on anything. Yeah. But again, they asked TINUBU, what will be your work? You know, get work.
There are pictures online at the surface that bullion vans coming out of your premises.
Bullion vans. Are those ballot papers? Where am I voting now? Where am I voting?
The allegations are that those bullion vans carry money or ballot.
Excuse me. Is it my money or government money? I don't work for government. I'm not in agency of government. And let anybody come out to say I've taken any contract from the government of President Muhammad Buhari, APC, in the last 5 years. They should prove it. I'm on my own. And I'm committed to my party. So, even if I have money to spend in my premises, what's your headache? Excuse me. If I don't represent any agency of government and I have money to spend, if I have money, if I like, I give it to the people for free of charge. As long as not to buy votes. You are talking about yesterday. So who are those watching my house and looking at bullion fans? They must be mischief makers.
That guy, you see them laughing. He's a superstar. If you want to listen to him better, because that one may be like, okay. Why? I mean, you know, maybe it's just in his element or something. Let's see where he's very serious and he's addressing, because that's the guy that want to be their next president, okay? Or they want to push to be their next president, wherever. He has no job. His daughter is the Yaloja of Lagos. That's a title that make her rich by just collecting money from all the markets, and all the markets in Lagos State. They have to bring money. They donate, they contribute money for her, millions of it every day. So that's how they feel powerful. Okay. So he himself is sorted. I mean, if I have that kind of chance, which is absolutely ridiculous and pathetic anyway, right? Taking advantage of people thinking that's a chance if you have opportunity. What I'm trying to say here now is that he was able to make his own company, the one that that is collecting revenue for the Lagos State government, even though there is a Ministry of Finance, Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, and so many other organizations working for government. But his own company, Alpha Beta, is the one collecting your taxes in Lagos State. All of you, the Lagos settlers, yeah? Your money, every time you pay tax, everything, it goes straight there through remitter. They call it remitter. Fraudulent people. And it takes 30% from it. So if you generate 1 billion, or let me say if you generate 50 billion for Lagos State, it will collect 30% of that. How much is 30% of 50 billion? Something around there. How much? 16 billion, 17 or 16.5 billion. I don't know. But that's a lot. If you make that a month, you're made, aren't you? You'll be rich. You can fly private jet. You can, you can do anything. He has no job and he doesn't need a contract from Bokwari. Because after Abuja, Lagos State is the richest in the entire Nigeria by revenue. So he doesn't need any contract from anybody. He's already made. So if you're making 15 billion a month, among other things, that's the one that comes like steady, regular. Nothing must happen to it. If anything happened to it, Sanwo-Iku will stop being governor of Lagos State tomorrow. Do you understand? So it's made like that, living off the people. Imagine what 15 billion can do to build schools, to buy medicine into those medicine cabinets in different hospitals, fill up at the dispensaries, build hospitals, build roads, build electricities, small, those things that you could do. Imagine what you could do with 15 billion every month. Ogun State doesn't even collect up to 7 billion a month. Total money that Ogun State, my state, make every month is now up to 7 billion. One person, they collect 15 billion. So why won't it be all right? He can share the money and all of that. But ask him, TINUBU, 35% of the young people in Nigeria are now jobless. What do you think we should do to help them? The next president of Nigeria.
And we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. Is growing here. You create demand as consumption.
Recruit. And then you will see one Obuko on Facebook now that will say, "Is still better than your Baba?" Okay. If that person is better than my Baba, probably you have valued your father. And you have put your father beside the slaughtering hag that called TINUBU, right? You've scaled your father. You're like, my papa worse than this TINUBU. So then you look around, you're like, oh, is he better than your Baba Maiyegun? My father is dead, so I wouldn't know what it feels like when you get to that age. You know what I mean? He's dead. So of course, he is alive. TINUBU is alive. So it's better than my Baba. If your Baba is still alive, and that is somebody as your role model, it's not because I don't, I mean, you're still going to do what you have to do anyway. I'm just trying to tell you that if that is the person, and you have checked and you're like, he's still better than your father, bros, in fact, there is no point for any DNA. If your father is worse than that TINUBU, or is even at the same level with him, that TINUBU, and you are proud, then we know that you are your father's son. Oh, kin shomo aleo. Afo fun gbe mu to bi e. Ko fun je oponu to bi e. Ori nkan bi, you are the true son of your father. You are the true daughter of your father and your mother. If you look at TINUBU and you look at him like that, just like that, very, very smart. And Abi, no, you know what happened? Now go chop your breakfast, wella. It's not that those who came after him are better. Look at this Bantu or two.
But I will try to be simple. Power generation is not rocket science. It's just generator. So just remember and imagine that your I better pass my neighbor in 1 million times its capacity, but in one place. So if you can make that size of 1 kilowatt, you can make a power turbine of 1,000 megawatts. That's that simple.
You